25th of December 2021, a thrilling day for NASA when it launched James Webb Space Telescope, JWST. Hey folks, welcome to Not Alone. I hope you're doing great and enjoying the mesmerizing scientific revelations we've discovered. I am back again with an interesting scientific discovery that changed how we look at this universe. It seems thrilling to know that we are not alone in this mighty universe. There are powerful, beautiful planets and galaxies in this world waiting for us to explore them. Recently, on July 12, 2020, NASA made the first scientific photos from James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, available in a live event. Like its forerunner, the Hubble Space Telescope, the potent James Webb Space Telescope is anticipated to capture breathtaking images of astronomical objects. Fortunately for astronomers, the Hubble Space Telescope is still good in shape and positioned to support innovations. In this modern era of artificial intelligence, science has been advancing with time. Scientific equipment is getting modern and astonishing to capture unimaginable things. Let us compare the James Webb Telescope with the Hubble Telescope. Scientific instruments have been advancing over time. New revelations, discoveries, and techniques are the signature mark of a lively scientific world. Hubble Telescope is a 32-year-old launched space telescope, whereas James Webb Telescope launched recently on the 25th of December 2022. Let's see how much both these space telescopes are different from each other. The Webb telescope is 6 times and 100 times more potent than the Hubble. The image released on Monday shows a grand sweep of space, and the James Webb telescope has far more detail than Hubble. Hubble focuses on optical and ultraviolet wavelengths for its cosmic observations. The James Webb telescope will primarily use infrared wavelength observation in the universe. Light from far-off objects changes to longer wavelengths at the redder end of the spectrum due to the universe's expansion. The James Webb Space Telescope will carefully study this infrared radiation and provide information on some of the universe's oldest stars and galaxies. The James Webb Telescope will orbit the Sun while the Hubble Space Telescope will orbit the Earth. Hubble Space Telescope was reachable and maintained by Space Shuttle flights, whereas Webb Telescope will be challenging to maintain due to its position in space. James Webb Telescope Orbit. The James Webb Telescope will not be in orbit around the Earth like the Hubble Space Telescope. Instead, it orbits the Sun, 1.5 million kilometers, 1 million miles, away from the Earth. Over 30 days, the James Webb Space Telescope traveled more than 1 million miles, 1.5 million kilometers, to a Lagrange point, an area of space where gravity is stable. The telescope arrived at L2, the second Sun-Earth Lagrange point, on January 24th of 2022. Since L2, a place in space close to Earth, lies opposite the Sun, this orbit will allow the telescope to stay in alignment with Earth as it orbits the Sun. In addition, it has proven to be a good location for other space telescopes, including the Planck Space Observatory and the Herschel Space Telescope. Now the question is, why did NASA launch this telescope to look into the past of the universe? Actually, JWST will focus on 4 key areas according to NASA. Number 1, first light and reionization. It refers to the universe's early stages after the Big Bang started the universe we know today. For example, when the universe was formed, having a sea of elementary particles in the early moments after the Big Bang, the light was not visible until the cosmos cooled down enough for these particles to start combining. Number 2, the formation of galaxies in the early cosmos. It is essential to look into these galaxies to understand how matter is organized on massive scales, which in turn gives us hints of how the universe formed. One of James Webb's goals is to look back at the oldest galaxies to have a good understanding of the spiral and elliptical galaxies we now view evolved from various shapes over billions of years. In addition, researchers are trying to compute where and how galaxies now form, and how we got such a great assortment of observable galaxies. Number 3. The emergence of stars and protoplanetary systems. The pillars of creation in the Eagle Nebula are some of the most well-known areas for star formation. Stars formation starts in gas clouds. As they get bigger, their radiation pressure drives the gas away surrounding them, which could be used again for other stars, if not too widely dispersed. However, looking into the gas is challenging. James Webb Space Telescope infrared eyes will be able to observe heat sources, like stars developing in these star-forming cocoons. Number 4. The origins of life. In the last 10 years, many exoplanets have been discovered, including some found by NASA's planet-hunting Kepler Space Telescope. James Webb Space Telescope's robust sensors will be able to examine these planets more closely and, in certain circumstances, even image their atmospheres. If scientists have a better grasp of the atmospheres and events under which planets form, they may be able to predict whether a scientific planet is inhabitable or not. The $10 billion James Webb Space Telescope, NASA's largest and most influential space scientific observatory, is intended to explore the cosmos and learn more about the evolution of the universe, from the Big Bang through the genesis of extraterrestrial planets and beyond. It is one of NASA's great observatories, a group of multiple space telescopes, including the Hubble Space Telescope, that can see a great distance into space. James Webb Telescope picture. NASA officially released the James Webb Telescope's first science images on July 12th at 10:30 a.m. during a live event. James Webb is set to focus on a longer wavelength of near-infrared and mid-infrared to capture the farthest bodies in space. The images captured and voiced the cosmic cliffs in the Carina Nebula, Stephan's Quintet, the Southern Ring Nebula, and the composition of the hot gas exoplanet WASP-96b. NASA's JWST revealed millions of galaxies. In the early universe, there were 10 times more galaxies like our Milky Way than believed. One of the primary analyses of photos taken by NASA's new JWST provided this cosmic insight. Webb zooms in on the early universe. According to one of its authors, Professor Christopher Consolis from the University of Manchester in the UK, as a result, humans learned about celestial objects that we knew existed but did not understand how and when they developed. The researchers said these galaxies are prevalent in the galaxy population as of now, and Andromeda, our closest neighbor at a distance of 2.5 million light-years from Earth, is also a disk, as is our galaxy. Before the James Webb Space Telescope, astronomers couldn't see so far into the past. The study used the first image made available from the telescope and was published on a preprint platform, which means it has not yet been peer-reviewed by other experts in the field. The foreground galaxy cluster in this image is known to be SMACS 0723. The light from distant galaxies in the backdrop has been magnified by the gravity of this tremendous mass of objects, making them visible for the first time. Galaxies were formed within 600 million years after the Big Bang in some cases. With its 6.5 meter wide golden mirror and sensitive infrared equipment, Webb can count them and distinguish their shapes. We anticipated seeing stuff Hubble didn't. However, in this instance, we have a distinct perspective, said Professor Consolis. The photographs that JWST is taking provide a view of the processes that created stars and planets far before our own. The universe is approximately 13.8 billion years old. Professor Consolis stated, "These are the mechanisms we need to understand if we wish to understand our origins." He continued, "This may be the most wonderful telescope ever." Challenges faced. So guys, good things come to those who wait. Since the James Webb Telescope's original 2007 launch date, astronomers' forbearance has been severely tested. Numerous delays have been caused by engineering obstacles, political hesitation, and project management. Nevertheless, the pictures JWST revealed enhanced its founder's confidence level. With NASA in the lead, the joint effort of American, European, and Canadian space agencies is bringing mesmerizing results. The James Webb Telescope is ready to work efficiently for its scientific mission after testing all 17 of the observatory's scientific modes. NASA reported that the James Webb Telescope would have enough fuel to quadruple its minimum mission life expectancy of 10 years, thanks to a successful launch. That's all we have for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and remember that we are not alone.